Have you ever wondered where the cradle of civilization might be? Some would argue it's Ethiopia. This intriguing land, nestled within the Horn of Africa, holds a history so rich and diverse that it has often been dubbed as the birthplace of humankind itself. Let's journey back in time to the very dawn of human existence. Ethiopia's story begins with early human ancestors who roamed this land millions of years ago. From the discovery of Lucy, a 3.5-million-year-old hominid, to the oldest known stone tools discovered in the region, Ethiopia's significance in the human narrative began to take shape. Fast forward to around the 1st century AD, a time when the foundations of civilization were being laid across the globe. In Ethiopia, the kingdom of Aksum was on the rise. This ancient civilization, often overlooked in the annals of history, was one of the most influential of its time. It was a beacon of trade and culture, with its coins circulating around the ancient world, an emblem of its economic prowess. The Aksumites were pioneers in many respects, from their unique architectural techniques to their development of the Ge'ez script, one of Africa's oldest written languages. They constructed monumental obelisks, some of the largest single pieces of stone ever worked by humanity. Their influence spanned across continents from Arabia to Rome, and their legacy can still be felt today. But the story doesn't end there. Ethiopia's ancient history is a rich tapestry of diverse kingdoms and cultures, each contributing to the nation's unique identity. From the Zagwe dynasty that sculpted churches from solid rock to the medieval empires that left a lasting mark on the country's religious and cultural landscape, Ethiopia's past is a testament to human resilience and creativity. So the roots of Ethiopia are indeed ancient, having contributed significantly to our human story. As we delve deeper into the chapters of Ethiopian history, we'll find that this is just the beginning of a fascinating tale that continues to unfold today. Imagine a dynasty that claims its lineage from King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. That's the Solomonic dynasty in Ethiopia. The Solomonic dynasty, a saga replete with grandeur, mystery, and awe, is an essential part of Ethiopia's rich tapestry. For centuries, it has shaped the nation's history, culture, and religion in profound ways. The dynasty's purported descent from the biblical King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba isn't merely a tale of antiquity, but a living narrative that has woven itself into the fabric of Ethiopian life. Let's step into the royal court of the Solomonic dynasty, where resplendent emperors ruled with wisdom and strength. Menelik I, the legendary founder of the dynasty, is said to have brought the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia, thereby establishing it as a beacon of the Christian faith. His rule, though veiled in the mists of time, heralded the dawn of an era that would forever change the face of Ethiopia. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we encounter Haile Selassie, the last emperor of the Solomonic dynasty. His reign was marked by significant reforms in education, modernization, and international diplomacy. Yet, he was a man of contrasts, embodying both progressive change and traditional authority. His influence extended beyond Ethiopia's borders, becoming a symbol for Pan-African unity and resistance against colonialism. Under the Solomonic dynasty, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church flourished, reinforcing the nation's unique Christian identity amidst a predominantly Muslim region. The dynasty fostered a vibrant cultural landscape, nurturing the arts, literature, and music. Its architectural legacy, too, is visible in the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, the castles of Gondar, and the ancient stelae of Aksum. Yet, the dynasty's rule was not without its challenges. Internal conflicts, power struggles, and foreign invasions tested its resilience. But through it all, the Solomonic dynasty remained a symbol of continuity and identity for the Ethiopian people. The Solomonic dynasty, a unique blend of legend and history, left an indelible mark on Ethiopia. Its echoes are heard in the highlands' haunting chants, seen in the ancient manuscripts, and felt in the collective memory of the Ethiopian people. A dynasty that began in legend continues to live on, shaping the narrative of a nation. What happens when a nation has many rulers, each with their own agenda? Welcome to Ethiopia's era of princes. Dive into the 19th century, where Ethiopia was fragmented, gripped by a period known as the Zemene Mesafint, or the Era of Princes. It was a time where regional lords rose to power, each ruling their own territories, each with their own set of rules. This wasn't a united Ethiopia, but a collection of mini kingdoms, a mosaic of power and influence. It was an era marked by power struggles, where the strongest ruled and the weakest served. But the constant conflict wasn't just about power. It was also about survival, about protecting their lands, their people, their culture. Despite the turmoil, Ethiopia showed resilience. The era of princes with all its chaos was also a period of transformation. It was in this crucible of conflict that the modern Ethiopian state began to take shape. This was a time of turmoil, but also resilience and transformation. How does a nation retain its identity under foreign occupation? Ethiopia faced this challenge during the Italian occupation. Picture this, the year is 1935. Italy, under the fascist rule of Benito Mussolini, sets its sights on Ethiopia, one of the few independent nations in a continent largely carved up by European powers. The reasons were many, including a desire for colonial expansion, as well as to avenge the humiliating defeat Italy suffered at the Battle of Adwa in 1896. The Italians came armed with modern weaponry and a ruthless strategy of chemical warfare. They claimed Addis Ababa, the capital, and declared Ethiopia part of Italian East Africa. Yet, they did not anticipate the resilience of the Ethiopian people. Ethiopia, under Emperor Haile Selassie, resisted the occupation. Despite being outgunned and outmanned, they fought fiercely to preserve their independence. Selassie, in exile, became a beacon of hope, stirring international sympathy and support for Ethiopia's cause. His impassioned plea to the League of Nations in 1936 remains one of the most powerful speeches in history. The Italian occupation, however brutal, didn't erase Ethiopia's identity. Instead, it strengthened their resolve to fight for their freedom. The resistance, both armed and passive, never ceased. The people of Ethiopia, from the highlands to the lowlands, from the cities to the countryside, stood united against the invaders. The tide turned when World War II broke out. Italy, embroiled in the war, could not sustain its hold on Ethiopia. With the help of British forces, Ethiopia reclaimed its freedom in 1941, after 5 years of occupation. The Italian occupation of Ethiopia had profound international implications. It exposed the weaknesses of the League of Nations, leading to its eventual dissolution. It also set the stage for the formation of the United Nations, with its stronger commitment to collective security and human rights. Despite the odds, Ethiopia emerged from this period with its sovereignty intact. The spirit of resistance that defined this era continues to inspire Ethiopians, and indeed all who cherish freedom. The tale of Ethiopia's occupation and triumphant liberation serves as a stark reminder of the indomitable will of a people to preserve their independence. What does the journey of a nation look like in modern times? For Ethiopia, it's a tale of growth and challenges. As we explore post-occupation Ethiopia, the narrative is painted with a palette of political changes, economic development, and social issues. The nation has seen a shift from the monarchy that once ruled through a period of socialist military junta to the federal system in place today. This journey towards democracy wasn't easy, but Ethiopia, with its indomitable spirit, persevered. Economically, Ethiopia has been making strides. Once primarily an agrarian economy, it has been evolving into a hub for light manufacturing and services. The nation's gross domestic product has been growing at a pace above the regional average, and Ethiopia has been one of the fastest growing economies in the world in recent years. However, the challenge of poverty remains, reminding us that progress is a journey, not a destination. Socially, Ethiopia is a mosaic of cultures with over 80 ethnic groups, each with their unique traditions, languages, and way of life. This diversity is both a strength and a challenge as the nation grapples with balancing unity and ethnic autonomy. On the continental stage, Ethiopia plays a significant role in the African Union, contributing to peacekeeping missions and hosting the Union's headquarters in its capital, Addis Ababa. This reflects Ethiopia's commitment to fostering unity and peace in Africa. And speaking of peace, we can't overlook the recent Nobel Peace Prize winner, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. His efforts in ending the 2-decade-long stalemate with neighboring Eritrea and his ambitious domestic reforms earned him this prestigious recognition. He embodies the new wave of leadership in Ethiopia, one that is focused on unity, reconciliation, and progress. And so Ethiopia continues to write its story, a tale of resilience, identity, and hope. The nation has faced its fair share of trials, but through it all, Ethiopia remains a testament to the power of endurance and the spirit of determination. This is the journey of Ethiopia in modern times, a journey that continues to unfold, a journey that the world watches with bated breath. So, What can we learn from Ethiopia's rich history? First and foremost, the birth of a civilization that dates back to the dawn of mankind itself. A civilization that has managed to preserve its unique cultural identity throughout millennia despite the ebb and flow of empires and kingdoms. A testament to the resilience of the Ethiopian spirit. Then we journey through the Solomonic dynasty, an era that saw the unification of various ethnic groups under a single banner. This period, steeped in legend and lore, is a fascinating exploration into the power of narrative and mythology in shaping a nation's identity. The era of princes, the Italian occupation, and modern Ethiopia, each with their unique trials and tribulations, all underline a single inescapable truth: Ethiopia's resilience. Through war, occupation, and internal strife, Ethiopia has emerged time and again with its spirit unbroken, its culture rich and vibrant. From ancient roots to modern struggles, Ethiopia's journey is a testament to the enduring spirit of a nation.